Welcome to Odin Sun Entertainment. Please drop a like, subscribe, and hit that bell notification for future content. Welcome viewers to another episode of The First Descendant. This is Odin Sun, and I wanted to do a open and honest review of this game after playing the open beta from the 19th through the 25th. Now, all the views displayed in this video are mine and mine alone. This is just my personal experience from the time that I played this game, and I just wanted to share them with you guys. So let's get right into the video and I'll tell you how I feel. Now, for anybody that has experience with any content that I produced on this channel in the past, you would know that an MMO-based third-person looter shooter is straight up my alley. Now, everything that I produced on this channel ranges from the Division 2, Destiny 2, Remnant 2, Diablo 4, so this type of game is exactly what I like getting straight into. Now, the anticipation for this game was actually pretty high. I've seen previous trailers, and I gotta say, hot girls, grappling hooks, and guns is exactly what I'm looking forward to in my life, let's be honest. Now, starting off with character leveling, if you just so happen to go ahead and get your hands on every one of these 13 characters at your disposal, you'll notice that there was a box at the bottom of the screen that said 13 out of 100, so there's a lot more characters to come. Now, I like the idea that they make you level each and every character, not only so you have access to their abilities, but also so you have access to more mod slots to really hit that home run when it comes to buildcraft. And not only that, but the fact that you also have to do a mastery level, because once everything's all said and done, you still have something to grind for in the long run. Now, me personally, I made it to level 16 by the last day of the beta, but I did see some diehards running around at level 21, and I don't even want to imagine how much time they played this game to achieve that. Alright, so next thing on our list is weapon mods. Now, I've really enjoyed this process because each individual weapon type required you to get it to a proficiency level of 40. Now, the downside to that is once you got it to 40, you only had access to about 45 or 50 mod slots, I guess, or mod cost slots, and in order to jack that up to 70, you had to invest in an external component that would attach to the weapon and now give you access to all the available slots that you would have to place mods. Now, the mods come in a various range from ultimate, epic to rare. Now, the rare mods come in at a low mod cost, whereas the epic and ultimate mods come in at a high cost. Now, once you level these things up, the ultimate and rare ones would go down in cost, while the rare ones would go up in cost, and this would force you to kind of balance the ones that you slotted in order to synergize enough to be able to take down these higher level bosses. Now, I really enjoyed this process. The only thing that I'm not enjoying is the future microtransactions that are going to wreak havoc on my wallet if I do indeed want to access this higher level of slots on my weapons. Now, I'm kind of dreading the possibilities of that, but I guess we'll have to wait and see how it all pans out before we make any undue assumptions. So next thing I want to touch on is character customization. I think they did a pretty decent job with this one. Now, the only thing that I would like to see differently is maybe a little bit more options on colors, like some more like base colors like regular blacks and blues and things of that nature. All these pastel colors I think are unnecessary, and I don't find myself using a whole bunch of them, not for the male characters anyway. Like the black that's on my character's pants, I want to see that color. I want to be able to make my guy jet black if I choose to do so, you know? Now, last thing I want to talk about is the multiplayer. In this particular beta, I find myself searching for adequate team members awful lot. Now, I told all my friends about this game, and I think only about a half dozen of them actually downloaded and joined up for the beta. So I found myself looking for fire team members quite often. And even though I was sending out friend requests, not many people are very trusting because these type of games tend to flood in a lot of toxic players, so I fully understand. But at the end of the day, as I was grinding, trying to get the components for the various weapons that I had at my disposal, more often than not, these players would come in and only stay for the first phase of the fight and bail out after only getting 7,500 in gold. And although it's mind-blowing to me, some people, I guess, were just in it for the experience. And whereas I was like trying to like actually grind out and get some of these weapons, so the experience kind of sucked. But at the end of the day, it is what it is. Maybe in the long run, they will put together some type of community infrastructure to where players can actually meet up to form teams to be able to go after these high-level monsters and get these missions done without worrying about people bailing or not giving a shit when it comes to survivability. Like the great Forrest Gump would say, that's all I have to say about that. So at the end of the day, I really think that this game was pretty good. So for a beta, I mean, yeah, sure, there was some crashing and there was some glitching, but that's something you need to expect when you come into an open beta that's cross-platform, that spans across PlayStation, Xbox, and Steam. I can only imagine how many people were flooding in to play this game. I'm sure the servers were going absolute batshit crazy. But at the end of the day, I think it was a pretty good experience. I really like the monsters. I really like the weaponry. I really like the characters. I mean, what is there not to like about that? These voluptuous women running around, I mean, come on. I felt like a 14-year-old boy with some of the crazy thoughts I was having. But at the end of the day, if you want to see me make a different, video as far as this content is concerned, please drop it down in the comments below, or just tell me if you agree or disagree with my take on the subject. And as always, if you like this content, you want to see more of it, drop a like, subscribe to the channel, hit that bell notification, and I will see you next time.